this easy for me. Let's see if the comments are up. There we go. Oh, and the arena camera is not facing this way. So we're going to wait for that. We're going to wait a second for that. Deanna, you want to come around? Facing this way, I guess we could just do the Meet the Dog podcast, an audio only medium, where I can describe in great detail the dog that I have with me. That could be fun, right? I'm going to give it another minute, and if the camera does not turn around, then we will be doing the Meet the Dog podcast this week. Bring it around. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Meet the Dog podcast, the only podcast I do when the camera isn't facing the right way. Today with me, I have Miss Deanna of the Tribbles litter. You can't see her because now this is an audio-only medium, but I will do my best to describe her in great detail to you. Deanna is from the Tribbles litter, born back in March. Her parents are Sir Richard and our very own Bianca. She is a Merle. She is quite tall for her age, actually. The last time we weighed her, she was about 62 pounds, but that was a few months ago. So she's probably put on a few pounds since then. So I want to say she's around, she looks like she's probably 80 or 90 now, maybe. A little under 100. She is a bit of a beanpole. She is tall but skinny. Not a healthy skinny, but definitely on the thinner side compared to some of the other dogs that we have. She has a large black spot on her. She is a Merle, as I mentioned before, and she has a large black spot on the left side of her face, partially covering her ear. She has a little white spot on the back of her neck. She has little white socks on all of her paws that are very adorable. And then, of course, the normal Merle colorations of gray and the black spots with little white hairs here and there. Deanna eats 3 times a day. We recently actually bumped her up, her and the rest of the Tribbles, up to 3 cups for breakfast and dinner, and then I believe she's only getting a cup and a half for lunch, if I remember correctly. She's you can't see her right now, but she is currently just staring at all the birds that we have in our lovely arena. This is fun. This is fun doing this as an audio medium. I saw the camera moving. Maybe we might be shutting down the Meet the Dog podcast and just start doing regular Meet the Dog in a second. We'll see. But let's see what else about Miss Deanna. Some things about Miss Deanna. I think she, out of all of her siblings, I think she is one of the ones that looks the most like her mother in the face. She definitely has a very similar facial structure to Bianca, rather than her father, Sir Richard. Sir Richard has some very, very nice jowls, but Bianca is a bit more sleek in the face, and Deanna definitely has that. She is not a very jowl-heavy dog, though she's still got a little bit. She's still got a little bit of a jowls thing going on. What else? Recently, not last week, 2 weeks ago, she got spayed. And I had her for a couple nights while she was under observation. That was fun. As those of you who some of your regulars may know, I have Emma as a dog at home. And that was a fun experience for the both of them. When we first brought Deanna home, she warmed up instantly to my folks, and Emma spent the entire time pouting for most of that first night. She pouted away from us. She didn't want anything to do with us while we were giving attention to Deanna, until Deanna had trouble getting down the stairs. Deanna was too scared to come back down the stairs. And as soon as Emma saw this, she just kind of had this moment of, oh, I see you're having trouble with the stairs. Let me show you. And started walking up and down the stairs, trying to show her how to do it. After that, Emma had a very kind of big sister stance towards Deanna, where she seems to like her, but also wants nothing to do with her. Let's see. What else? Deanna is a real sweetheart. She's a very sweet girl. All the Tribbles are. All those Tribbles are real sweet dogs. They are great with their recall, and have been really since very early on. They figured out their recall very early on, and have been strong with it ever since. And I'm very thankful for that. It's very nice to have dogs that just, whenever we're doing dinner or breakfast or lunch, will come out, eat, go back in with little or no fighting. So I think I will open up some questions about Deanna. I guess this is more of the Meet the Dog radio show, huh? If we can field live questions, I guess this is more of the Meet the Dog radio show than podcast. I don't know. We'll workshop it. Nobody realizes it's because the way the camera's facing, no one realizes this is going on. So I may have just been writing a letter to Santa Claus this entire time by doing this, which is always fun. Always good to practice my speaking skills. Now the sound is on, so I guess just no one's watching today because the camera's not facing the right way. That's unfortunate. Ooh, careful, D. Careful. She almost walked right up. She is currently walking into the cord and trying to trip herself up. That's fun. That's safe and fun. Come around. Stay there. Leave it. We're gonna give it a few minutes. See if that camera decides to turn around. And if it doesn't, what's wrong, D? Huh? What's wrong? What's wrong? There you go. Good girl. Good girl. See, I saw it turning just a second ago. So, oh, I watched that. I saw it turning just a second ago. So, someone's operating it. I guess something just more interesting is happening with the Donkey Hill kennels, huh? What is happening with the Donkey Hill kennels? I can actively view this. Nothing. Nothing is happening with the Donkey Hill kennels. Let's see, can I rattle off any more facts about Deanna before we close out? Let me see if I can answer some of the questions I would usually be asked. So I know, let's see, dogs usually plays with include pretty much all of her siblings, all the Tribbles, and then I don't know if we might have tried her with Davis today. I'm not sure, because she is next to Davis and Fred, so we might have tried her with one of them. But I was not rotating dogs today, so I do not know. But she does get along very well with all of her siblings, even some of the girls. I know for a while she and Naomi were getting along together pretty well. Ooh, careful, 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 careful. Watch that leg. Alright, well. Don't do that. Alright, so I think that is, unfortunately, that's all the time I can spare for the Meet the Dog podcast this week. Apologize that nobody actually got to ask any questions. I don't know if there's something going on with the camera or if no one's operating it right now, so maybe it just can't turn around. Either way, I apologize. Hope that maybe you folks got to at least listen in. And with that, have a good night, everyone, and stay tuned next week. Maybe we will have normal Meet the Dog, or maybe we'll keep on with the Meet the Dog podcast. That'll be interesting. All right. Have a good night, everyone.